Did a night out at the bars turn into a morning wake-up call behind bars? If you find yourself in a situation where you are arrested for an OVWI or a DUI in Boone County, you probably are waking up trying to wonder, hey, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen most specifically to my driver's license? Am I going to be able to drive? I got kids. I got a job. I've got family obligations that I have to meet. I can't manage not being able to drive. Well, if you're charged with an OVWI in the state of Indiana, specifically in Boone County, at the time the officer pulls you over or comes up on scene, if he doesn't actually pull you over in the normal sense, he's going to go through his normal standard field sobriety testing. Follow the pin, walk and turn, one leg stand. He's going to go through all that. Probably going to even offer you a portable breath test that he goes to his police cruiser, pulls out of his trunk, unzipped a little package, says, hey, blow into this. All that machine does, that portable breath test, all that does is it's to detect if whether or not there's alcohol present on a person's breath at that time. In no way, shape, or form is that number admissible in any criminal case against you. Prosecutor can't use it. Defense attorneys don't use it. That number doesn't get in. The kicker, though, is if that number comes back, even if it comes back zeros, if an officer can establish that there's probable cause to believe that you have operated a vehicle and you're under some type of foreign substance, whether that be drugs, alcohol, whatever it may be, and they have probable cause that you are intoxicated, they're going to offer you what's called a certified chemical test. Now, the certified chemical test is a little bit different than that portable breath test. There's actually two certified chemical tests in the state of Indiana. Number one is the breath test at the police station. Looks like the first fax machine ever built. It's got giant hose coming off of it. You got to blow into it. That's the breath test. The other option that the police officer has is to take you in for a blood draw. Now, it's important to know you do not have the option to choose whether you want to do a breath test or a blood test. That is entirely up to the police. Now, before they administer this test, they're going to read you what's called Indiana's implied consent. And this is important because anything but an unequivocal yes to the implied consent, in other words, hey, I have reason to believe that you were operating a vehicle while you were intoxicated. As such, I must offer you a certified chemical test. I have to advise you, if you do not take a chemical test, your license will be suspended for a year. If you have a prior DUI or a prior refusal, your license will be suspended for 2 years. Will you now submit to a chemical test? Any answer from you other than yes, I will submit, or no problem, anything but an unequivocal yes is a refusal. Now, refusals, especially in Boone County, are extremely problematic. If you refuse a chemical test, you will not be driving in Boone County. We have to find a way to beat that refusal. So if you're charged with a DUI and you have a refusal, you're going to be on a short period of time without being able to drive. Like I said originally, a first-time refusal is a year, second-time refusal, 2 years. So it's very important that you do not refuse that chemical test, because if you are charged with a DUI and you're worried about your license, the good news is if you consent to the chemical test, I could probably keep you driving the entire time. So don't try to compound one bad night into an entire month-long saga of not being able to drive. So if you find yourself charged with a DUI in Boone County, give us a call, 317-632-3642. And remember, always plead the fifth.